Hi, I'm Caleb from Caleb J. Ross. This is
Josh from Suck It Slab.
And we are going to test out some chalk. We have 3 bags here. These 3 bags, one contains my favorite chalk, one contains Josh's favorite chalk, and one contains a mysterious third chalk that neither of us have ever heard. Well, I've heard of it. I've never used it. I don't know how it's gonna work. It was sent to me and I told him I would try it out. So we'll see if it can take down our favorite chalks. We are bringing Metolius, which is my personal favorite chalk. We are bringing Black Diamond White Gold, which is Josh's favorite chalk. And we are bringing a third chalk that none of us have used called Climb Dynamic Combo, I believe is the name of the brand.
It's not sponsors, but Black Diamond, Metolius, if you want to sponsor us, shoot us an email, that'd be great. So we're gonna be in this top out area. The cool idea behind this is you can actually go over the top, which is why it's called top out area.
Oh.
And then we can go down the slide. But there's a few dynos over here and we are gonna be blind testing these chalk bags because somebody else put the chalk in there. So we actually have no idea what's in there, but we'll be able to reveal it at the very end.
Green go.
Okay. So there's some mini chunks in here. I'm sure there is a weight limit, but oh gosh, oh. Do you think you could flagpole on this?
Yeah, could I? Is it possible or could I?
Yeah, could you?
No, could I? No.
Okay.
Is it possible? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh, I agree with the stickage. I agree with the chunkage.
The texture was good. It is a little bit chunkier.
Yeah.
But not the chunkiest.
It's very.
I think
a lot
the
of coverage.
particles are a little bit bigger than some of the chalk that I use.
It's very. I don't know. Squeegee-ish.
Squeegee.
I like it's one of my favorite words.
I was waiting for the squeegee dish. Nice. Those are pretty slopey. I mean,
Yeah.
Obviously the start hold is jug, but the middle one is not so juggy.
I don't disagree with anything Josh said.
I don't disagree with anything Josh said.
I liked it a lot. I actually went on this problem probably faster than I should have because it being in this top out area, these problems generally are of a lower grade. And I think I had too much confidence and I almost slipped off a couple times, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I guess I have to get down now. Whee! That's pretty good. I can't wait to do that again. It's probably good enough, right?
Yeah, there's no chalk on the hands. We're good. We're clean. The individual particles are smaller, but they're still chunks.
I put Jell-O in one of the bags. This is gonna be hilarious.
It's chalk.
I'll put it on the chalk just so I can go to the slide again. Ooh, this is like super light.
Yeah.
There's some chunks in there.
That's a good way to put it. The first one was heavy.
It was denser. This is like,
heavier.
Feels like air.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little, I like it. It is a little strange, but I like it. So it feels a little greasier, but that could just be in my head. I don't know, we'll see. That one looked fun, I'll try it.
Oh, wow.
Boo!
Was that a dead point? Is that what that was called?
I think so, yeah. It wasn't as cool as the dyno, that's for sure.
Climbing terms. Who really knows what that was? It was a cool move. Yeah.
I can do this.
You're gonna be the reason why there's a weight limit.
You're gonna have a sign that says no aggressively karate chopping your way down the slide.
I bet you like that one better than the first one.
I do. I didn't think I would at first, but I think it did feel like as it
Because you like more powdery.
I like a little bit more powdery, and that one just it felt greasy at first, but honestly,
Might have just been your hands.
I don't know, might have just been my hands. My hands are pretty greasy.
Clean. Third. Last, but potentially not least.
Potentially not least.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, zero chunkage. I bet this is your favorite chalk. This is what you've been. Zero chunkage.
I don't know. Do you like a zero chunk, or do you like some chunks?
I like a little bit of chunk.
Little
I
bit of
just,
chunk.
at the very least, when I'm
Feels like
sitting
you
there,
can kind of grind it into your hands, maybe. Yeah.
I like it.
I think I've said it before, but I feel like the chunks would
is-
work if you were like top roping, because if you only have one hand, it's easier to sort of.
I also tend to use way more chalk than I need to.
It is a
So I
kind
get in
of.
the chalk bag and go, and it all goes, and then I make a big mess, and then somebody vacuums it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the pattern.
This is supposed to be a bat hang.
Uh-oh. It's perfect for testing hand chalk. This is gonna be great.
I mean, these are still pretty slopey, so I think that it'll be all right. I'm gonna take this off though.
Josh, one second.
So, sorry. So my issue with bat hangs is I have a little bit of hair, and sometimes the hair dabs, but we're just gonna say that it's fine for this purpose.
Hair aid.
Hair aid.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, there it is.
I think this is a bad hang meant for smaller climbers.
Oh shit. I fell. By no fault of the chalk.
That was definitely the chalk's fault. Yeah.
Not the chalk's fault. Oh, cut that.
Dihedral action.
Uh-oh.
Put your mic back on.
It's okay. I'll commentate.
Oh, this is so hard. Oh my god. This sloper is pretty slippery. This is apparently how Josh talks.
Nice.
Josh, why don't you tell us what you thought?
Well, you know, at first I thought it was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. But there's a volume, those are pretty cool. I don't know why I talk like I'm from California, but that's what I'm going to do.
That's not how I talk. That's not how I talk.
That's not how I talk, see? It's like exactly.
Static on here. I'm gonna shock you.
Ah! Oh, that hurt.
Give me my mic.
Now I was gonna do Caleb's impression. It's just gonna be like, oh, that is so powdery. Cheapers. That's even lighter than the second one. Holy crap. That's like confectionery sugar.
Do you ever, are you a coffee drinker?
Yeah, I love coffee.
A lot of times, more expensive grinders are able to grind finer. So I wonder if that has to do with any of the chalk process when they're making it.
So
So
what-
maybe smaller granules means more expensive.
That's
Crusher.
a good thought. And you really can only do so many different things with chalk, 'cause it's all the same material. It's just the size of the pieces and the shape of the pieces, I've heard, can be different sometimes. So, and then some have chunks. So there's not a whole lot of variables, but yeah, I wonder if this would be more expensive.
Well, there's a problem. That's my only Caleb impression.
That's pretty good.
I don't know why you got all nasally. You're not very nasally.
That's true. I'm pretty.
You do breathe heavy though.
I do.
Very good.
Yeah. Which one's the top out, Josh? Or which one's is it this one?
I think you actually have to go over the
Oh.
I don't know, because some of them you're able to dyno from you might be able to just dyno from the floor and grab the top. So I think you do have to match on the last hold, but to technically complete it, you do go over the top.
That makes sense. I'm just gonna go down the escalator now. Just gonna canoe my way over to the slide. God, I should have been a mime.
This is the first one. So this one, I think, has the largest grains,
Granular lures.
and I think the chunkiest. I wonder if this is black diamond white gold. That is my favorite chalk currently, and I think this is it. I will say I have not been using it lately because my gym is offering its members free chalk, and so I've been mooching off of them a lot. But I still like
That's smart.
black diamond white gold better. That's my hypothesis. That's what I think.
Okay. I think you're probably right. I mean, I don't use it that often, but the few times I have used it, that seemed very similar. Very light. I would almost maybe say this might be white gold only because I remember white gold being extremely fluffy. So this might be my choice for white gold. It's not my choice for favorite, but I'm thinking this is probably white gold, is my guess. And then
What is your current favorite chalk?
my current favorite is Metolius Super Chalk, which I found to be the squidgiest of all chalks. And I think this is that, and even without, let me say this. This was my favorite of the three, and so because this is my favorite of the three, I'm going to assume it's Metolius, but if it's not, I learned something today. So this was my favorite because it did feel a little squidgier. Felt a little bit oily when I first put it on, but that could also be my hands. But almost immediately it then became very dry and squidgy. So.
Yeah, so the three chalks here are black diamond white gold, Metolius Super Chalk, and what was the third one?
The third one is called Climb Dynamic, I think is the name of the chalk. So
Not a sponsor?
not a sponsor at all.
Not a sponsor. None of these are sponsored.
They sent me the thing to review, but they didn't give me anything else. They just said, we want to know your thoughts on it. They don't even know I'm doing a video. They just said they wanted my thoughts on it. So.
I'm guessing this is what that is.
All right, so
Shall we do the reveal?
what's your favorites though? So this is your favorite and you do think it's white gold.
This is my favorite.
And this is my favorite and I think it's Metolius. So should we go for the one that we didn't pick first?
Yeah, let's do it. If it's white gold, it'll laugh so hard.
So fluffy. Dynamic
were
Combo is the name of it.
right.
Dynamic Combo powdered chalk. So this was the one that neither of us picked. Neither of us was our favorite. And this was the one. So
I give that one like,
yeah.
what is that, like a 7.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
I compare it a lot. It seems very similar to Magdust. Magdust is also super powdery, right?
Yeah, super powdery and super light. So it definitely has that same texture as a Magdust. I know they do promote their chalk as being not just for climbers, so maybe there's like some overlap there. They promote it as being for like weightlifters and gymnasts and stuff like that too. So
It felt expensive, like it felt like a premium chalk, but that's just not what I prefer. It felt like unicorn dust in a way,
okay, yeah.
just how fluffy and powdery it is.
And I will say that it does cost a little bit more than Metolius. So and Metolius is pretty inexpensive. So it's not super expensive, but it's definitely not the cheapest you can find out there. So yeah, nice middle of the road chalk.
Let's find out what this is. Oh, you said this was,
I thought it was Metolius.
this is black diamond white gold.
Oh, maybe I'm a fan now.
Oh, shoot. Black diamond white gold. So, this was your favorite.
Yeah.
We flip-flopped because this one must be Metolius. It's in there somewhere. Come on. Come on. There it is. Okay, we'll do like 10 times speed there. Yep, Metolius Super Chalk. So what is this?
All right.
What is this?
This is weird, man.
Yeah, what does this tell you?
Now I think in the video I did say that I felt like these were pretty similar and I edged toward this one. So I think from my perspective, I probably won't end up changing just because I think Metolius is cheaper than Black Diamond White Gold, I think. So I'd probably end up sticking with Metolius no matter what.
Put the MSRPs up here.
What about you?
I like those. I like all three of these better than the chalk that I have been using. I will say that. But free chalk is fantastic, and yeah, I mean chalk's chalk.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
have our preferences, but I think I would climb just as well. What do you think?
I think so, yeah. I think chalk to me is largely a mental game. It's one of the reasons why one of the chalks that I tend to use a lot, though it's not my favorite, is called Primo chalk. And the reason why I like it is because it has an essential oil in it, so it actually smells mentholy. And that's a difference, and a difference is interesting and intriguing. So I think just the fact that it's different is fun, and it kind of gives you that sense of like, you smell it, it's like, it kind of wakes you up a little bit because it has those oils in it, which is nice. But I don't use it all the time. I usually use Metolius. So
Cool.
yeah, this is fun.
Yep. This video is brought to you by Beta Break.
Beta break.
Tell us about that.
It's an amazing card game that you play at the bouldering gym. The boulder is the game. So you get friends together, you draw cards, and you try to send the problem, and last one alive wins. It's a game to the death.
We love trading card games, and this is not a trading card game, but it is a card game. And you get a deck of cards, and each of the cards allows you to climb the boulder a little bit different. So it is recommended to climb on easier boulders, right?
For sure,
so
yeah.
So like V0s, V1s, V2s, but sometimes V1, V2, V0s, they get a little stale. And so this card game allows you to make those boulders really interesting and really fun. You can play it by yourself, but it is intended to play with friends as well.
Yeah. So betabreakgame.com is where you can learn all about it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to Caleb J. Ross and Suck It Slab. Peace.